Hello my dear students, in this video we would discuss some special cases or some basic terms that are used in classical economic order quantity model or Wilson formulation model of inventory management. In previous videos we have discussed that there are basically two systems of inventory management. One of them is fixed order quantity system and another one is periodic review system. So in this video, we would discuss about fixed order quantity system. In fixed order quantity system, reorder point or reorder level is established, but the time is not fixed. Basically, this system works under the conditions of certainty. That means the quantity demanded and the delivery time are known and fixed over a period of time. Under fixed order quantity system, we consider that there are no quantity discounts available to the buyer, due to which the decision makers need to focus only on annual ordering cost and annual carrying cost of inventory, and they try to minimize the sum of these two costs. The total annual ordering cost can be determined by using the formula, that is N into A, where N represents the number of orders placed and A represents the ordering cost per order. As we know that N depends on order quantity, that is Q, and the total demand, that is D. So value of N can be calculated by using the expression, that is total demand divided by the quantity ordered, and thus the formula can be rewritten as written here. So we can use or follow this expression to calculate the annual ordering cost. In a similar manner, we have discussed how to calculate the annual or total annual carrying cost. It can be determined by using the formula, that is average inventory into holding cost, where Q by 2 denotes the average inventory that is held in the stock, and the formula of calculating average inventory is maximum inventory in the stock plus minimum inventory in the stock divided by 2. And in the fixed order quantity system, the minimum inventory kept in stock is equal to 0 and the maximum inventory kept in stock is equal to Q, that is the order quantity. So order quantity is multiplied with H, that denotes holding cost, which is given in terms of rupees per unit per annum. So remember, in this formula we are going to use H, that denotes the holding cost per unit per annum. And in some cases, if the carrying cost is expressed in terms of percentage or proportion of the inventory value, then H would be calculated by using this formula, that is I times of C or I times C, where I denotes the proportion or the percentage and C denotes the price unit cost or per unit cost of the item. So the ordering or the annual carrying cost can be calculated by using this formula if the carrying cost is expressed or given in terms of percentage of the inventory value. So we have discussed all these formulas in previous videos. Then we have derived the formula for economic order quantity with given information Q, that is equal to number of units in each order, Q star, that denotes the optimal order quantity or economic order quantity, D denotes the annual demand in units, and A denotes the ordering cost per order, and H denotes, or small h denotes, the holding or carrying cost per unit per year. In this way, by using these notations, we can calculate the formula of economic order quantity. At economic order quantity, the total annual ordering cost is equal to the total annual carrying cost. So by putting the formulas, annual ordering cost is equal to annual carrying cost. So by replacing the annual ordering cost with its formula, that is D by Q into A, and similarly by replacing the carrying cost by using this formula. After simplification, we would get that the value of economic order quantity can be calculated or found by using this expression, that can be rewritten as in this form. Q star, or economic order quantity, is equal to square root of 2 into ordering cost per order into number of units demanded in a particular year, and divided by the carrying cost per unit per year. Now we would derive the formula of calculating total annual variable cost. As you know that total cost or total annual inventory cost is the sum of ordering cost plus ordering cost and carrying cost, that can be represented as represented in this formula. Further, this formula can be rewritten as written here. Total annual inventory cost is equal to D upon Q into A plus Q upon 2 into H. And if Q is equal to Q star, that is economic order quantity, in that case the total annual inventory cost can be represented or can be calculated by using this expression. Now to calculate or to find the direct formula or simpler formula to calculate total cost, total annual inventory cost, we can replace the Q star with its formula, that is square root of 2AD divided by H. By replacing Q star in this formula with its formula, that is square root of 2AD divided by H, replace this Q star with the formula, and similarly this Q star with the formula, and after putting or replacing Q star with its formula, the new formula will look like this. And after simplification of this formula, we would get that total annual inventory cost can be calculated by using this expression, that is simpler than the previous one. So total annual inventory cost can be calculated by using the expression square root of 2AD into H. To solve the problems related with inventory management in a simpler and faster way, we should keep in mind these formulas that would save our time to solve or in solving these problems. Now we will discuss some basic terms that are used in economic order quantity, and the first one is the inventory cycle. So inventory cycle basically represents the optimal interval, that is optimal interval between two consecutive orders. It is known as the inventory cycle. and basically it is represented as T star, capital T star, and it is very simple to calculate the value of T star. The optimal interval between any two consecutive orders can be calculated by using this expression, where Q star denotes the optimal order quantity and D denotes the annual demand in units. So at a certain level of demand, with economic order quantity given, or that is EOQ is given, in that case the inventory cycle can be calculated by applying this formula. Suppose if Q star or economic order quantity is equal to 500 units, it is optimal if we place an order of 500 units, and it would minimize the total cost of inventory. And the demand required in a particular month of 30 days is equal to 5000 units. So in that case we can calculate the value of inventory cycle, that is T, by applying this formula. So by putting these values, 500 divided by 5000, which is equal to 1/10 of a month, and 1/10 of a month of 30 days would be equal to 3 days. So in this case the inventory cycle would be equal to 3 days. So 3 days are the optimal interval between any two consecutive orders in this situation. So in this way we can calculate the value of inventory cycle. Second basic term that is used in economic order quantity model is number of orders. At a certain demand D and economic order quantity is equal to Q, the number of orders placed in a particular time period can be calculated by using this expression, that is total demand divided by order quantity, or N is just reciprocal of the inventory cycle. Suppose if economic order quantity is equal to 500 units and total demand in a month of 30 days is equal to 5000 units, in that case the number of orders would be equal to D upon Q, that is total demand upon the economic order quantity. So in this case the number of orders would be equal to 10. The third basic term that is most commonly used in inventory management is ROL, or reorder level or reorder point. Basically economic order quantity tells us that how much should be ordered in a particular order, and reorder level point tells us the right time to place the order. The reorder level or reorder point can be calculated by using this expression, that is demand per day multiplied by the lead time for a new order in days. In short, it can be written as D into L, where D denotes demand per day and can be calculated by using this expression, that is total demand divided by number of working days in a year. Remember, in this case we are taking day as the unit of time. However, in other situations it can be given in terms of months, years or decades. Let's have an example of it. Suppose the total demand is equal to 6000 units per year, and there are 300 working days in that particular year. Lead time to get a fresh delivery is equal to 10 working days. In that case, reorder level would be equal to 20 into 10. where 20 denotes the D, that is daily requirement of the units. It can be calculated by using this formula, that is D divided by number of working days in a year. So 6000 divided by 300, that would be equal to 20. Into 10 denotes the lead time or delivery time. So in this way we can calculate for classical economic order quantity model the reorder level. There is a special case of economic order quantity model or classical economic quantity model, that is sometimes or in some situations the demand is given in terms of rupees, or optimal order quantity and average inventory held are given in terms of rupees. In that case, the economic order quantity in terms of rupees can be represented as Q into C, where C is the unit price. Suppose if Q is equal to 500 units and C is equal to 10 rupees per unit, in that case the economic order quantity would be equal to 500 into 10, that is equal to 5000 rupees. So if we want to convert economic order quantity in rupee terms, then simply multiply economic order quantity with unit price of the item. Similarly, the average inventory can be converted into rupee terms by simply multiplying the average inventory with unit price, that is C. And rupee value of demand also can be represented by using this expression, that is D into C, where D denotes the total demand in terms of units and C denotes the unit price. In this way, we can convert economic order quantity, demand and average inventory in terms of rupees, or can be expressed in terms of rupees. The special case is that what would be the impact on the procedure of calculating economic order quantity and total inventory cost if the demand is expressed in terms of rupees or in monetary terms. There can be two possible cases. Case 1, if the demand is expressed in rupee values and the price of 1 unit is given, that is the price per unit is given, then we can easily convert the monetary demand into units by using this expression, that is demand in units would be equal to demand in rupees divided by per unit price. Suppose if demand in rupees is given, that is equal to 20,000 rupees, ordering cost per order, that is A, is given, that is equal to 150 rupees. Per unit price is given in this case, that is equal to 10 rupees per unit, and holding cost is given 2.4 rupees per unit per annum. In this case, we can convert the monetary demand into units by simply using this expression. So total demand in rupees divided by price per unit or per unit price, that would be equal to 2000 units. So after getting this information, or after converting demand in terms of units, then we can further calculate economic order quantity by using this formula as the information is given in this question. And similarly, we can calculate total annual inventory cost by using this expression, as the values of A, D and H are given. So it is very easy to calculate the value of TQ. So in first case, it is very simple to handle the situation. Simply convert the monetary demand in terms of units by dividing total demand in rupees by per unit price. After that, the procedure would be similar to calculate economic order quantity and total annual inventory cost. Now we would discuss the case 2. What if the demand is expressed in rupee values and unit price is not given, or purchase price of single unit is not given? Then what would be the procedure of calculating economic order quantity and total annual variable cost? In that case, we would use this formula to calculate the economic order quantity, which can read as square root of 2ACD divided by small I. In this case, CD denotes the annual demand in monetary terms, and I denotes holding cost, that is expressed as percentage or proportion of the value of the inventory. Remember that if demand is expressed in rupee values and per unit price is not given, in that case the holding cost must be given in terms of percentage or proportion of the value of the inventory. So always keep in mind while dealing with such type of problems that if demand is expressed in rupee terms and the unit price is not given, in that case holding cost must be given in terms of percentage of the inventory value. In this situation, we can calculate total annual variable cost by applying this formula, that is square root of 2ACDI, where CD denotes the annual demand in monetary terms and I denote the holding cost in percentage terms. Let's have an example of it. Suppose the annual demand in rupees is given, that is equal to 20,000 rupees. Ordering cost per order is equal to 150 rupees, and carrying cost means I is given as 20% of the average inventory value, 20% or 0.24. So in that case, economic order quantity can be calculated by using this formula, which is written as square root of 2 into A, that is 150, into CD, that is equal to 20,000 divided by I, that is 0.24. As it is given in terms of percentage, so percentage 24% would be equal to 0.24, and the answer would be equal to 5,000 rupees. So economic order quantity is calculated in terms of rupees, that is equal to 5,000 rupees. Similarly, by using this expression, we can calculate total annual variable cost. For this purpose, we need the values of these variables: 2 into A, that is 150, into CD, that is equal to 20,000, into I, that is 0.24. So the answer would be equal to 1200. So the total annual variable cost in this situation would be equal to 1200 rupees. So in this way, we can calculate the economic order quantity in terms of rupees and total annual variable cost in situations where demand is given in terms of rupees or in monetary terms. Remember one thing, that in these kind of situations, the holding cost must be given in terms of percentage or proportion of the inventory value. So these were some special cases or terms that are used or that are commonly used in inventory management. Thank you.